Yo, what's up everybody, Honey Ice with you here, bringing you Eden Zero manga review / reaction. This is chapter 57, titled My Mother's a Machine. This should be a very interesting chapter. If you remember from last week's chapter, Scarlet Woman, she basically wanted to burn down the whole prison cell because supposedly Valkyrie was going to start like a uprising there. And if they cannot mine, they cannot power the town. If they can't power the town, the rich people in that town cannot be happy. So she was going to burn them all. So this should be a very interesting. You gonna want to put it up with me? Link will be down below. But let's get into this. Okay, chapter 1 is that nice color page of Kid Homura screaming at, like, not screaming, but like calling somebody over. And there's this weird cat that has like a, to Homura, like a letter to her, but somebody took it, a cat. I'm assuming this must be when Valkyrie left. She probably left this note for her, but then some cat took it. So now we have Homura on the second page running, and she says this, and we see the cube dropped, and she's running. Is this truth about Valkyrie? And then we have Rebecca doing this with both her hands, and she gets in the back, and they super shocked. So I'm not sure what Valkyrie recorded in that little B cube, but it was something super deadly. But it is what it is. The planet Hiro, 10 years ago. The civilization isn't very advanced on this planet, but it's a nice place to live once you get used to it. It is? And the sushi, is it good? Isn't it? I agree, it's quite delicious. And we see Valkyrie blushing when eating sushi. That's kind of cute with Kid Homura. Hey, I thought I told you not to move. Yes, teacher. And yet I'm still surprised such a crying mess of a girl would want to learn how to use a sword. I wish to become strong. I wish to be strong so that I can help you next time. I'd be too embarrassed to ever say it out loud, but I love my mentor. And she's thinking it, but she's like, no moving, this teacher. I'm loving Valkyrie's character design. She's quickly became like my favorite out of the four sisters, her and Witch. They going back and forth for me right now. Next page, page 5. Dango. This is delicious too. That kimono suits you, teacher. You think so? Oh wow, she's wearing a kimono. That's pretty cool. You look so pretty. You never let go of that doll. Is it important to you? It was a gift from my mother. Oh. I kept it with me at all times to make sure she will be able to find me. Your mother is alive? I was sure she has passed in the war. She left our planet before the war started. Why? She said she had to earn money. I see. That's that robot everyone's talking about. Oh dear. You know, the one who wreaked havoc in the war down south? My, now how frightening. What is she doing in our town? I don't know, but I wonder why she has a human girl with her. Don't tell me the robot is trying to play mother. Oh dear, that's terrifying. She is not my mother, she's my mentor. And she's very strong and very kind, teacher. Oh, Homura just starts screaming at all of them, all the ladies. And Homura and Valkyrie just do this, where Homura just screaming them at all of them. That's very cute. Hey, quiet. Saying everything that you thought comes into your head. But still, it's one of the best things about you. And Valkyrie looks at her and laughs. I'm not laughing, she has a smile. And Homura just... That actually might be a thumbnail. That's a very cute picture of both of them. 5 years later from this. Homura, your mom is really hot. Yeah, a robot mom. Tell me about her boob soft. My mentor is not my mom. How about you give your mom to us? She's totally hot badass. She is not my mother, and she is not an object. Don't be stupid. All robots are objects. They're not even human. They have hearts. Then they all laugh at her. No, they don't. Just give us your robot, okay? And one of the guys is like, I want to touch her. If you stop speaking rubbish, I will get angry. If you don't stop speaking rubbish, I will get angry. Huh? You're the one talking rubbish. I said hand her over, so hand her over. My old man is a town official. Yeah, nobody says no to Katana. Let me touch those boobs. I'm going to tell my father, and then the robot of yours is going to be taken away piece by piece. This gets her upset. What? What's that phrase for? You want to fight us? Court of Justice is the next scene, which means someone will probably beat the heck out of him. Yep, you see the son beat up. Look at me. I had heard the details of this case, and I came to make a decision. If there was a quarrel amongst children, I would like to resolve the matter peacefully. You have my gratitude, Honorable Maestro. Homura, you will show contribution and apologize to the boy. We will drop all charges. So, go on, say you're sorry. Homura, apologize to him. No. Using power against these weaker than you is violence. This was not a quarrel, it was violence. Apologize. That's an order from your teacher. She still says no. You're not going to apologize, Homura? Really? But my dad was going to let you off just by saying sorry. You're the one who should apologize. You insulted my mentor. Why should I apologize? I'm injured. You lost the fight, you were barely wounded. But you went crying to your father. You ought to be ashamed. What did you say? Dad, you should have her branded. For pity's sake. Bring her right here. On the forehead. With the words, my mother's a machine. Why you... Get them off me. Each other. Ah. Valkyrie, is it? If you cannot disciple your children, then you should stop pretending to be her mother. I had no intentions. Well, I'm not really one to talk. This is what I get for spoiling the boy. But at least I can love him. Are you saying that machines cannot love? No, this isn't about human or machines. We're raising children. Things don't always go the way we planned. But we can love our children anyway because they are our own flesh and blood. You are not the girl's mother. Is it? Mothering? They're the one who should apologize. I hate this. At that moment, for some reason, I couldn't find the words. Normally, I could have said something to her, but I couldn't find the words that day. Maybe it was because she never let go of that symbol of her mother. It was then that I made up my mind to find Homura's real mother. So you left the small child all alone? The girl can take care of herself now. Her troubles seem far from me. Besides, I left her a note. Yes, in neighborhood, Cat took off with that note. I saw it happen. What? This is now Valkyrie when she left her, and she's actually in front of Best Girl Zemanai, or basically our announcer. Oh, now look at left the words without words. Oh, now it looks like I left without words. Well, I'll return once I've reached my goal, so it shouldn't be a problem. And this goal is to find Aurora's real mother, right? Yes? You really do not know everything, don't you? I am the Time Oracle. Homura needs a mom, her real mom. I want you to tell me where she is. I will see for you the location of Homura's mother. Karina Kagetsu. Wow. So the Scarlet Woman is Valkyrie's real mom. Wow, that's a shocker. And that was the end of the page. Okay, that I was not expecting. I was not expecting that at all. Usually when they make a child look and parent in the same manga, they usually make them look the same. And now that I see a picture of both Valkyrie and, not Valkyrie, but Karina and her daughter, which is Kimura, they kind of look similar in the way they dress. always dressing in like the old Japanese fancy clothes, but with their boobs out showing. So I mean, other than that though, and they both got black long hair. So, but it's just so weird. I never, anyone who called that, props to you, but I was not expecting that. I could have sworn her mom and dad died together in the war, but I guess I was wrong. I guess her dad probably just died or probably left them alone. But the fact that we got the Scarlet Woman's name now, it's Karina, and she's the mother of Valkyrie. That's intriguing. Because remember, she's supposed to help Drake and Joe fight Eden Zero. But Eden Zero is a spaceship they own, so that kind of contradicts. And basically, she's gonna have to fight against her own mom. So what is she going to do? Is she going to hop ship and join and betray Shiki and the gang, or is she just gonna stay and be like, "You're not my mother, Valkyrie is"? This is kind of a very heartbreaking situation for both Valkyrie and Homura, and we don't know how Karina. We don't know how she feels. She can care for Valkyrie, and she can care for her daughter Homura, or she cannot care for her. It can go either way. She can be a good mother or a bad mother. We know as a person she's kind of horrible, but just because you're a bad person doesn't make you a bad parent necessarily, because there's a lot of bad people that have children and pets, but they're good to their children and pets, but they're bad to everybody else. So just because you're a bad person doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad parent again. But the fact that she left her alone to make money, and money was more valuable, you can throw that in the argument and say that is kind of bad. So, and Valkyrie feeling bad about what that the judge from the council said about you can't be her real mother even though you're raising her. I don't really agree with that. I mean, there's plenty of people who don't have their real moms and dads, but they got their step parents or their grandparents raising them in their stead. So regardless, you always have a mother and father figure, or good guardians if you in that home environment anyway. So I don't believe that just because somebody that raised you isn't blood related to you can't really be your parent per se. So that I kind of disagree with. But wow, this chapter is amazing. I would have never thought that Valkyrie and Scarlet Woman, which we got her name Karina, are mother and daughter. So yeah, Karina and Homura, that's gonna be a very confiscating thing within them, when they finally meet. Now we don't know where Homura is running to. Maybe in the cube it said more of the story and where the Scarlet Woman's at or where Valkyrie's at. Maybe that's where she's running. But I mean, she just got out of a fight. She's tired and exhausted. She still got bruises from Garnet, the warden. I mean, going in this condition and go to confront her mother or Valkyrie, I don't think that's going to be a good idea, but it is what it is. But yeah, this was a very, very interesting chapter 57 of Eden Zero. My mother's a machine. That was a nice catchphrase, and I like how even though Homura never had her real mother, she always had a mother figure, which was Valkyrie. And technically speaking, your step parents will technically always be your real parents, even though they're not blood related to you, because they're the ones who went with you through the trials and tribulations, and they raised you, and they took the time to care and love for you. So that right there makes them a real parent over blood, in my opinion. I know some people probably will feel different about that, but let me know how you feel about that, and how do you feel about the shocking twist and turn, and what do you think is going to happen next. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out, have a good one.